Hello everybody and welcome to another video. It's been a while, right? I know. Well, today's video we are going to be talking about how to prepare for winter in the pandemic. We are all aware that the COVID-19, which is the cause of the pandemic right now, the symptoms are very similar to that of flu, also known as flu-like symptoms. And flu is very common and very rampant during this winter season. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you how to prepare for winter, especially in this pandemic. Point number one, clothes. Clothes are very important during winter. Dressing in the right way is very important. And I know that when I first came to Ukraine, or when I first experienced winter, I was like, I'm just going to wear this, I'm going to wear that. I didn't dress properly for the weather, and that cold hit me so bad. No one told me to dress well. So a few tips on the kind of clothes you can wear. You can wear something like this, a sweater. Sweaters are very important. You can either wear a sweater, just a sweater, that is a light sweater, and then wear a thick jacket. Or you can wear a thick sweater and with still a thick jacket or not so heavy jackets. I'll discuss that when it comes to jackets. So you can wear this, or you can wear a sweater like this, or this. So anything that is long sleeved and you feel warm when you wear it inside, then please, that is what you should buy, okay? As long as you're feeling warm, if possible, if you're feeling hot inside while wearing it, then you know that you're going to be warm outside. So that's a trick you should know. So this is something you should check out for when you are in the shop or in the mall or wherever and you're buying your clothes. So yes, those are a few options. Point number two, thermal wears or thermal underpants or thermal trousers. They're not really trousers. Thermal wear. And these are basically what you wear before you wear your sweatpants or your trousers. They make you very warm, or they keep you very warm. So just like how you wear sweaters like this before you wear your jackets, thermal underwears, you wear them just before you wear your trousers. These are two examples of thermal wears. You can see they come in different colors and they can have different designs, but what you should be looking at is their function. So how do you know a thermal wear? A thermal wear, when you turn it or when you flip it from either down or bottom or anywhere, you see that it's thick. When you feel it, it's thick. So it's not like a normal leggings or not like a normal trouser you wear out there. It's usually elastic, and when you open them, when you feel them, they are very warm. They feel thicker inside than they are outside, and that's because of the way they've been designed, okay? So they all have this in them, and what they do is to give you that extra warmth on your legs so that you don't feel cold. You need to get thermal wears just as you need to get your sweaters. Point number three, your gloves, socks, mufflers and winter caps are just as important as your sweaters and your thermal underwear. I have some examples, or I have some to show you. So thermal caps can come in various sizes and various styles. We have these ones that usually have the puffy up. Again, this is not really important, it's just a design, but you need to be looking at for inside. Is it thick? So if you're going to get thermal caps, they have to be thick. So we have this kind and we have this kind. I think we could also have different kinds, but one thing they have in common is they are both very thick, and this is really good because it shows that when you wear them outside, it's going to be very warm. Now, I know this can be a problem, especially for the girls, because we tend to have some hairstyles that can't fit into the caps. Now, the truth is, during winter, if you know that your hairstyle can't fit into the thermal caps, it's either you have a winter jacket that the hoodie is big enough to cover your hair, or your hairstyle is going to be very warm. What I mean is, if you're not going to carry braids or something that the caps can easily fit into, like mine, if you know you're going to have a fluffy hair, better be sure that that floppy hair is going to keep you very warm when you head outside. Next, we have gloves, okay? So gloves are just as important as your winter caps. In fact, they are extremely important because if you don't go out with your gloves during very cold winter days, you can risk having a frost bite, and that is very, very bad. So please, when buying a glove, please flip it just like you do for your caps and your socks as well. Please, and your thermal wear. Flip them and be sure that the insides are very warm. You should try to get very warm and very thick things during winter, okay? Because if they are not warm, you are going to feel cold. And I know that some of them have this sensor on them so that you can use them with you can use your phone at the same time. But the truth is, a lot of times the gloves don't really have those sensors that make it easy for you to use your phone. And even sometimes after having the sensors, they don't really work. So if you really have to use your phone, remove your gloves, do what you have to do quickly, put back your gloves, put your phone in your bag. Now for my next point, neck warmers. These are also very, very important, because even though you're wearing your winter jacket and your caps, they don't cover your neck, and it's still very important, because if you don't cover your neck, you can still get cold, just the same as you're not wearing anything. So I have two kinds of neck warmers here on mufflers. We have the long type, which should be thick. Remember, everything should be thick. So this is thick, and you can just wrap it around your neck as comfortable as you can. Some people go over and over and over like this, something like that. Some people just wrap it once. No matter how you want to wear it or rock it, it's fine, as long as it's carrying out its main function of keeping your neck warm. That's all that really matters. So this is one kind. And then we also have something like this, which is also thick, not as long as this, and a bit more convenient for a lot of people that can't really be wrapping the other one around their necks. So you just put it on and you are good to go. Personally, I prefer getting something like this because I don't have to be wrapping the other one all around. But it depends. It depends on you. If you can get this, if you can get that one. As long as you're keeping your neck warm, that's all that matters. Now for my next point, ear warmers. These are very important, because just like how you could get frostbite on your extremities, like on your fingers and on your toes, you can actually get them on your ears as well, and it's really, really painful. So ear warmers are very advisable. There are different kinds out there, but always look out for the main function. Is it thick? Okay, and what this does is it keeps your ear warm. I think that definition was very strict, but it keeps your ear warm, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Point number 4, because I grouped all the gloves and socks and neck warmers and ear warmers into point number 3. Point number 4, very crucial point: jackets, winter jackets. Now, there are various kinds of winter jackets you can wear. So, some of the jackets you can wear include this kind. Now, this type of jackets, they don't have furs, but they are very thick. So when you wear them and you go outside, you feel warm. So this type you could look out for. The very heavy ones that don't have furs, but they are still as hot. I'm already hot from wearing this one. Or this one. As you can see, this one has a fur inside. So like the previous one, it actually has a fur. So a coat can come with a fur or without a fur. It all depends on you. It all depends on your preference. As long as when you wear them, you are not feeling cold outside, that's the best. We can also have this one. So we can also have jackets like this that are not coats in any way. They don't have furs. They're kind of like nylon-like. They have nylon-like material, but they are still as warm as the others. Some people prefer wearing this type of winter jackets to the coat-like ones, because when the snow is falling, when it melts and it becomes like water, so but like this one, when the snow falls on it, you rub it off, but the other ones, when the snow falls on it, it can get wet or it can absorb it because it's the material is thick. But this one has a nylon-like feature, so it doesn't get wet, it doesn't get soaked, it's easy to dry and stuff like that. Point number 5, winter boots. Winter boots are very important. This is a typical winter boot or winter shoe. There are various kinds, but the best way to know a winter shoe for both genders is by looking inside. There is always fur. Sometimes, just like this, the fur can be on the outside, but not all the time. Sometimes the furs are not outside, they're just on the inside. So just look inside, or put your hand inside to be on the safe side. Put your hand inside. Can you feel the fur? Is it thick? Is it warm, thick, same thing? So that's the best way to check for winter boots, okay? For girls, you could have short ones like this, or really long ones up to your knee, or really short ones. They're just various lengths. It doesn't matter. Those are just, that's fashion, and you can rock it based on the way you want. But it should have the main function. No matter the kind of shoe you get, no matter the kind of design it has, it should have the main function, which is to be thick so that you don't feel cold, okay? So now we are done with the dressing aspect for winter. Now for the pandemic part of winter. How to prepare for winter during pandemic. Isolation. And I know it should be very obvious right now because that's what we've been doing. But no, I need to talk about it again because during Christmas season, there is just this, what's the word? There's just this vibe to want to be around family, to want to be around friends, you know. Unfortunately, that can't really happen this period. A lot of people can't travel home to be with their family because of it. Sanitize and be on your mask if you find yourself surrounded by people. That means your friends. This might not happen so often, but once in a while you might see yourself surrounded with your friends, okay? So try to be on your mask and try to be on your gloves and try to sanitize as much as often. Another point is ventilation, and this should try to be carried out even while in the house. Try to ventilate as much as possible, especially when you don't stay alone and you're surrounded with people. And I know because it's cold, you shouldn't leave the windows open for long, but once in a while you try to ventilate the place, open the windows and then close it back and heat up, okay? Just that way you are letting the air flow, you're trying to decrease the risk of having or getting that cold. My next point is stay informed, which means try to listen to the news. Every day we keep getting new information about this virus. We don't know so much about it. I think it's been less than a year since we found out about it. For my final point, but still very important, please try to know your budget. When you're in isolation or during this isolation, it's possible or there's a high tendency to spend above your budget or spend above your plan. Why? Because you're in isolation, you're not doing much, and you might just find yourself, this doesn't work for this doesn't apply to everybody, but you might find yourself eating more than usual because you're not doing anything, you're just at home, you're in class, you're having online classes, or if you have jobs, most of you are having your jobs online. So there's just this tendency to eat more than you normally do, to just use more utilities that you normally do. So if you can, try to work on a budget. Working on a budget, especially during this quarantine, is very important so you don't get broke. I hope you find this video, just like my other videos, interesting, but most importantly, informative. See you in my next video. Bye.